Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I come from CAS, and the topic is about the study of the high-speed visual adhesion tests on the full-scale test rig in the weather conditions. This is content. Introduction, the running and the breaking of the tree are all direct related to the visual adhesion. When the visual adhesion law is the wheel slipping and sliding often take place. So the adhesion is an important issue to be taken into consideration in the railway transportation. Okay, the main method of the railway adhesion research includes the numerical simulation, rig test, and the light test. But all of the methods have a shortage. The speed of the earlier visual adhesion test study was not exceed 300 kilometers per hour. But the test equipment is a full-scale high-speed visual interface test rig is made by CAS. This test rig is maximum test speed of the 500 kilometers per hour. This is a single wheel. Single wheel is driving by the motor. This is the track wheel driving by the motor. This equipment is used to the adhesion test. This is the test methods is private. The longitude adhesion coefficient is defined. This is the longitude creep edge rate. This is a video. Oh, this is a video film. This is no moving. This is a test results and analysis. The first one is the influence of the amount of watt spring on the visual adhesion interface. This is the test conditions. This is the amount of the watt spring was set to these values respective. We obtain the results. This is the track coefficient versus time. This is the driving condition. This is red line is the creep edge. This is different spring watt conditions. This is the adhesion characteristic curve. Okay, the spring watt is affect the adhesion coefficient and the slope and the saturation point. This is the adhesion coefficient with the spring water. This coefficient decrease follow the spring water. But arrive to the 200 ml per minute is the adhesion coefficient does not increased, does not decreased. Okay, another is influences of the roughness of visual contact surface. This is a roughness of the wheel contact surface is set to follow the value respectively. This is the 100 kilometer per hour. This is 250 kilometer per hour. This is the adhesion characteristic curve. Okay, you can see the results from the pitch. The adhesion coefficient with the different roughness. In the low roughness, the speed effect very big. But in high roughness, the speed effect very small. Okay, part 3 is about the influence of water temperature, spring water temperature on the adhesion. Okay, the water temperature was set to the zero, the different degree. This is 100 kilometer per hour. This is 215 kilometer per hour. This is compare. This is different the speed, but you can see from the pitch, the adhesion coefficient increase by the spring water temperature very slowly. But the spring water temperature affect the adhesion coefficient only about 10%. Okay, number 4 is influence of axial load on the adhesion characteristic. Okay, the test conditions, the test vertical force was set to this value vertical load. This is 100 kilometer per hour. This characteristic curve. This is adhesion coefficient was wheel load. But in the wet condition, the adhesion coefficient is decreased, follow the wheel load. But in the Euro load section, the load affects it about 10%. Okay, this is important to this test is about the test speed range from the 14 kilometer per hour to the 400 kilometer per hour. This is the visual adhesion characteristic curve. This speed affects the coefficient, adhesion coefficient, and affect the slope, and affect the saturation point location. This is the adhesion coefficient. Follow the speed. You can see in the high speed section, the coefficients decrease very fast. But in the high speed section, the coefficient effect very slowly, decrease very slowly. Okay, conclusions. The first one is we obtained the results from the four skill test rig. The first one is the watt spring amount reach 200 ml per minute. The adhesion effection does not decrease anymore. But the second one is the influence of the roughness on the adhesion coefficient in different speed section was different. High the roughness is high the influence of speed effect is very large. but very large. But in the low, the roughness, the speed influence is very little, very light. Okay, 3 is about temperature. Temperature effect is very small, about only 10%, and the exo load effect, the adhesion coefficient is about 10%, and in wet conditions, the speed effect very large on the low speed, but in the high speed section, the coefficient drop very slowly. Okay, the hot results is water spring around amount and roughness, rolling speed influenced very heavy for the adhesion coefficient in the wet condition. While the water spring temperature and exo load influence very light. Therefore, so increase the roughness of the visual contact surface can effectively raise the high-speed visual adhesion coefficient. Okay, thank you.